sold over 100 million records in their first 25 years. And here are the founder members, Francis Rossi and Rick Parfitt.
First 25 years.
I thought that was a pretty good point. The first 25 years. Sounds good, doesn't it? Listen, I love the sound of that whole thing. Some really good rock and roll numbers in there.
Good fun, yeah.
So why a medley of songs?
Well, somebody suggested to us that we put together a medley, which our audiences like us doing medleys anyway, of the songs that we'd liked over the last sort of 25 years. Mm-hmm. So we ended up with 60 or 70 songs, which of course is no good on record format. So we whittled them all down, got them down to the Anniversary Waltz, which was side 1, which has been out, and this one now.
And listen, was Minehead as much fun the second time around when you went back to that anniversary concert?
It was a shock. It was a shock, really, I think. I didn't realise it was quite... The ballroom itself seemed smaller at the time. It seemed quite big now. And I didn't expect that... I thought the audience would be a normal audience, a normal crowd audience. And there seemed to be a lot of people that perhaps were interested in seeing it. But they hadn't seen us before, so it was a bit tricky in that respect.
But the Redcoats have changed. They were great. Back in '65, I don't know who remembers. No, don't get me wrong. The Redcoats, they used to have the little pleated skirts, which were wonderful. The little flared pleated skirts, and they were great. They're sort of down here now. No. Come on, chap.
Funny really that Rick should notice all of that.
I don't know why he noticed it. No, he always pointed it out to me.
I feel sorry for the bloke Redcoats, because they have to wear these hideous shirts and hideous ties. Shame, really. Let's hope we never have to go back.
I take it that both of you were with different bands when you first met at Butlins all those years ago.
Yeah, I was in a band called the Spectres, man. Ricky was with the...
I was in Cabaret.
Well, what were you called then, Rick?
Well, me personally. The Highlights. You know, I mean, we were only sort of 16, I don't know, 15, 16 years old, and it was a start, you know. The Highlights was a good name in those days.
But the thing that I've loved actually about all the cool fans, they have remained so loyal over the years.
Not well, I don't know why it is. I think but the main question we get asked is why we've been so successful for so long, and it must be our audience really. If they didn't buy the records or come and see us, we definitely wouldn't be here today, would we? Mm. So
it's very nice to see some of the fans that have literally been there since the start, and of course they've grown up with us and had families, and they come along with the kids now and the missus and whatever, and they're all denim clad.
We keep seeing a crutch every night in the air. It's true. Someone waves a crutch every night so far.
They're winding us up, aren't they? There's got to be bus passes being waved.
Back to the image. I mean, the jeans are still the same jeans, are they?
Yeah, can you smell them?
I think we never really had an image. We never set out to have an image. We just wanted to go on stage and be comfortable. Because in the early days, we were sort of dressed by other people. You must wear this to be a star. These frilly shirts, these stupid sleeves, and these multicoloured sort of, you know, moccasins. Oh, God, and flared trousers. Oh, it was a complete joke. And we thought, well, you know, let's just go on comfortable with jeans and T-shirt. And it wasn't a conscious move, you know. We just wanted to be comfortable, and people picked up on the denim, you know.
Saved buying all those stage suits over the years anyway, didn't it? Just another point, though, about the music. I mean, fundamentally, you know, the music has remained basically the same style.
Well, some people would say that you were using bad language there. It wasn't. We ain't got music, man. It's just a noise what we do, man. They don't really call it music. I don't know that...
But you're not saying it has spanned the decades anyway. That's the important thing.
A lot of people over the years have said that, you know, quote, it sounds the same and things like that. But the fact remains that after 25 years, we're still here, right? And, you know, if you've got a successful formula in the music, whereas you don't sound like anybody else and nobody sounds like you, I think we're very fortunate to have our own sound these days. I really do. And as I say, after 25 years, we're still here. And I think... as far as I can see, they can't knock us anymore. They've tried everything from dandruff coming out of there, bits of bacon in the teeth, everything. And it just doesn't work. We're still here.
You wait till tomorrow morning.
We intend to.
But
I don't quite get what you mean by that.
The other thing is, though, that
She's
your
a lovely
friendship
girl, you
is...
know.
Oh, lovely, lovely. But the friendship has spanned, as we can see, the decades as well.
Well, it did go off at one. Oh, we can't go into that.
No, we can't.
No.
We still hold it hands on aeroplanes, sort of thing. It was his whole thing. We do, because if we thought we were going to go, we were going to go together, and we used to sit there like that on takeoff. Seriously, we do.
And we used to phone each other to see what we were wearing each day, and so we wear the same things.
The gingham frocks.
Yeah.
They were in at the time, 68, lovely in gingham.
Actually, one of the real drawbacks, though, of being in the public eye is the fact that your private life is sort of dragged into the press all the time.
Unfortunately.
Particularly
so.
you, Rick.
Yeah, unfortunately so. All right. Well, I mean, there's always two sides to every story, which most of us surely know. And, I mean, a lot of one side of the story about my turbulent past has been written, and I won't be drawn into saying my half of it, because I've got quite a lot to say, but I don't want to be drawn into, because then I become as bad as everybody else and grasping on everybody else what they've been up to, and I won't be drawn by it.
Not being drawn at all,
but the thing is, I mean, quite seriously, I mean, we're, as I said earlier, we're still successful. We're sitting here, we're talking to you. It hasn't done me any harm. It hasn't done me any harm. I mean, it doesn't bother me anymore. They say what they like about me. I don't care.
On a general basis, I mean, let's taking it away from personal setup. I mean, do you think it's almost impossible for young marriages, you know, where you've got young musicians out on the road all the time, for those marriages to survive?
Probably, yeah, probably is. I used to say that the things I regretted was having children so early. It
depends who you marry, really.
I never thought of that.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
It's not so bad now, but I think that to have a family, you should be there with the children and stuff, and I was always away. So I would say that you grow apart. Maybe instead of growing together with problems and stuff, you're away when the female's going through one problem and you've got another problem. And
I think you're more, if you like, and I mean, don't get this wrong. We're more married to one another than we are. Don't get it wrong. But we spend so much time together. You know, I mean, we have to, by the very nature of our work. I mean, if we're not in the recording studio, we're out on the road.
We do it so well lately.
Well, I'll tell you something. I hope I'm around doing the interview on your 50th anniversary. I hope you two boys continue to be just as happy together. Thank you. Bossy and Rick Parker. Thank you.